we couldn't really even imagine what 10 years would look like and where we would be in 10 years. But it's been truly enriching and satisfying journey. I enjoyed the ups and downs of trying to make a education institutions from really nothing, and we have had some amazing people who've been part of IIAD, and it's been a pleasure and a privilege to have worked with all of them. Hi, I'm Dr. Jitin Chadha, founder and CEO of the Indian Institute of Art and Design. Prior to starting IIAD, I used to run a school of business and economics for a good 7-8 years. I realized that when I looked around that there were many institutes in Delhi NCR in North India which offered courses in economics, business, management, BTech and other fields. But there didn't seem to be too many design schools. This is around 2011-12. And I just felt that India needs many more design schools. After doing some research, I narrowed down on that there's an opportunity to establish and set up a design school in Delhi, given that there are not too many. And we could foresee that perhaps there would be an increasing interest in the discipline of design. And that's what really led to the idea of setting up a design school. One of the most important milestones was our collaboration with Kingston School of Art, Kingston University, London. Getting them on board was really an achievement because Kingston School of Art is one of the top design schools, one of the top 50 in the world. Convincing them to join us when it was an idea, and that's, I think, one of the most important steps to building what IIAD today is. At least in this part of the country, we really push the boundaries on how to teach a curriculum through project-based learning. And the campus been set up with very large studio spaces, which wasn't common practice about a decade ago. So that was an experiment in pedagogy which has worked out really well. We're just really proud that we have stuck to our philosophy of an institute to reckon with in the field of design in India. We might be one of the youngest institutions, but we successfully compete with institutions which are perhaps been doing this for the last 30 years. Our senior leadership really sets the culture in the organization. Whether it is Usha Patel, who's the director of academics, she had a certain vision. There was a collective vision, philosophy of how we teach, how we deliver, and the kind of people that we could attract in terms of delivery and the cultures that she set and the expectations she set on the academic standards and delivery have been met, and we continue to hold those standards together. And in terms of all the administrative matters, our Chief Operating Officer, Simrit Joshi, has been there again from the very beginning. And we really believe in being a transparent organization and having honest conversations with our employees and making them stakeholders in our discussions. So in terms of student outcome and student success, there are different kinds of outcomes and success. Some people usually are looking for going for further education, a good master's, and we have an excellent track record of students going to some of the best design schools and other institutions, whether within the country or to some of the best design schools globally in a short period of time. Second really is students joining companies through a career services team and placement support and through their own network. I think in a short duration, our alumni have not only joined some of the top design firms in the country, but have also done extremely well in those companies and grown in the ranks. And the third is, in the design profession, a lot of our learners want to start their own entrepreneurial journey. A lot of alumni have actually created successful ventures for themselves, whether it be in interior architecture or fashion or even in communication design. I think if you look at our alumni across all these three kind of career opportunities, you'll find enough success stories in each one of them. The first grad show was extremely chaotic because it was our first, and we overdid it in the sense that we hired a lot of external agencies. We wanted to make sure it's the best ever show, and everything that could go wrong went wrong. But to the visitors and the audience, I think it was a great show. We had a fantastic turnout from industry stalwarts and design luminaries, and it was greatly appreciated. A lot of hard work was put in by the entire team. Being the first was a special one to us. I think one of the biggest challenges which we are overcoming is the perception of parents more than students about if my child studies design, will they have a career or will they just remain artists? How are they going to earn for themselves? Worried about their careers. It was a lack of perhaps understanding by the parents that design, it is something that you can do as a career. I think we believe is a contribution we've made. And through the success of our students and alumni, and even our faculty, a lot of them are practicing designers. I think that excites many other people to see through example of what design can do for them and how it's more than just a passion or hobby. So I think that is a great, somewhat of a contribution we have made in our own humble way to the design community. So the IIAD's role in fostering design culture in India, I think that's a big statement. We can start with fostering perhaps a design culture within our own surroundings in the city we are in. The good part is really in the decade journey from when we started IIAD, our interaction with the industry and student placements and careers, we've seen a tremendous shift for the better of acceptance of designers as an integral part of a company or a business. 10 years in hindsight doesn't seem like a long time, but actually when you live the entire 10 years, it seems like forever. When we started IIAD, we couldn't really even imagine what 10 years would look like and where we would be in 10 years. But it's been truly enriching and satisfying journey. We see tremendous growth based on the strong foundation that we've created over the last decade to the next 10 years. Our current campus where we are is full to capacity. We have 1,000 plus students. We've been working on establishing a larger 5-acre campus in Gurgaon, and we're really excited about that because that sets the trajectory of where IIAD is going to be in the next 10 years. And we've built that campus on first principle thinking. Based on our needs of design education, our studio and project-based learning philosophy, thinking through making, the new facility will have far more labs. You will have a ceramic lab, you'll have a wood workshop, we'll have a metal lab, and many other open-air facilities. It will be perhaps the first institute to have an art gallery and a performance space. So I think the roadmap for the next 10 years has already been laid out. The world is really evolving at a very fast pace with the changes in technology and now AI, and how the nature of work itself is changing. It's difficult to know what the next decade looks like at the rapid change, but we need to be adaptable and agile to change our curriculum or our methodology of teaching to keep up with the pace. I think one of the things we have constituted is we have got industry mentors for each discipline. We have created a forum for every discipline and we meet them twice a year to understand what are the changes in industry and how a curriculum needs to keep up with those changes. Personally, I would like to give the full credit to my parents who supported the whole project financially and having the trust and faith to give me autonomy to do exactly as the vision that we had envisioned it to be. My wife has been a great support because I've spent the good part of the last decade focusing my life on this more than anything else. And the founding members team have been extremely supportive. A lot of them are here with us, and Usha and Simrit, two of them I work very closely with, and many others, team members. Without them, it would really not have been possible. I would like to say that IIAD's journey has just begun, and all of you have been part of the formative years of IIAD. And the best part of IIAD lies ahead for all of us. And the message to the students is there are really amazing, exciting possibilities to be a design graduate today than ever before, and be experimental, push the boundaries, and really go out there and achieve whatever you can dream of.